Hi guys, SanChan Man here. You probably noticed that I've changed my look a little bit, but you know, haircut, shave, you know, gotta do it sometimes. Can't flip my hair anymore, unfortunately. But it's okay, I'll live on. Anyway, so today I wanted to try a different type of video than what I usually do. So I'm gonna try to do these kind of videos more often, just discussing random topics that, you know, just pop up in my head that I want to talk about. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. So as the title suggests, today we're going to be talking about a wonderful show that is the star of Anime IRL. If you don't know what Anime IRL is, it's better that way. Just keep it that way. The Reddit is a dark place. Anyway, and that show is Gabriel Dropout. This show has been a show that I've been enjoying thoroughly. Every single week I come to watch it. It's not necessarily always funny or necessarily the funniest show I've ever seen in my life, although at some moments it is. It's just enjoyable to watch in general, even if I'm not laughing. And so I've tried to figure out why that is, because, you know, usually with comedy you expect the point is to make you laugh, like, at least as much as possible. But Gabriel Dropout doesn't do either, because it doesn't have a story, it doesn't have an overarching plot, and it doesn't make you laugh all the time. Like, there are some, for the most part it is, but there are some times where it's kind of just like, the jokes don't always hit. And even sometimes the show can be boring. Kind of slow a little bit. It's a very few times, because overall the show's amazing, but they still are there. I was trying to figure out why this show is still so enjoyable to watch and why people love it and come back to watch it every week. I mean, my roommate Timmy, who doesn't even watch anime, is watching it with us every single week. So there's gotta be something there. Ain't that right, Timmy?
What are you doing? Don't stop my shit.
The third episode of the show is when I kind of started realizing why this show does such a good job and is so entertaining. And that is because Gabriel Dropout has a great way of setting up its jokes. It does this through character development and giving us the necessary information we need for the joke in order for it to really pack a punch when the joke hits. And this happens all the time throughout the show. So the perfect example is, of course, episode 3. I realize it's like the 10th episode now that came out, but you know, just bear with me here, guys. So we start episode 3 with a new character we never met before, an owner of a coffee shop. And we just have this really dramatic, serious narration.
私が思う最高のコーヒーを追求し続けて早20年が過ぎた
That, you know, is just him talking about his coffee and how much he loves it and how hard he's been working to try to make the perfect blend.
実は私ブレンドコーヒーには少々自信があってね
You even have like the jazz soundtrack in the background every time he talks, and it's just fantastic. I hope that's how he sounds in the dub. But anyway, so we get all this, you know, development of him. We know kind of who he is now and what his motivations are and all that. And then of course we find out Gabriel's working there and they're like, ah, so that's why we're here. But is it really? So yeah, the first scene we get to see their interaction. This is great, it's really funny. You know, Gabriel being her lazy self. And now that we know the other character pretty well, we get to enjoy watching these two characters kind of clash a little bit, because we know a little bit about both of them. But the best part of this show is later on in the episode, about halfway through or so, when Satania comes into the coffee shop to go mess with Gabriel. The reason I love this is that there's this one moment is because Satania's there. She doesn't even know what coffee is because she tries to order alcohol in a coffee shop, but that's for another day to talk about. Satania's retarded. But yeah, she decides to order the house blend because, you know, hey, it's the first one on the menu, whatever. I'm just gonna order that. And suddenly...
ブレンドコーヒーだね実は私ブレンドコーヒーには少々自信があってね
And it's great because Satania is obviously not there for the coffee, she's there to mess with Gabriel. And she says that at one point when she's arguing, and those words decimate him. And that's the best part of this episode, in my opinion. And it's just great because the only reason that joke ended up being so funny is because we already started caring about this character. We wanted him to succeed. And so for his, you know, such a serious goal that he really cares about to be just completely thrown away by Satania in one sentence is just hilarious. And I think that's what this show does really well. It gives us this development and this setup. It takes its time to set up and develop these jokes and these characters so that the jokes could really hit hard when they really wanted to. Like, it's only a few times in the episode where the you know, you have the build up. There's some jokes in between, obviously towards the lead up, but there's a big joke, the climax, if you will, and that happens in each scene. And it only happens a few times in each of the episodes because, for the most part, the scenes are very long. I mean, if you really look at it, there's only 2, 3, maybe 4 scenes per episode. So that's like 7 or 8 minutes per scene. The reason it's so long is because they set up the scene beforehand. Each specific joke has its setup, and because they spent time at the beginning developing these characters and giving us a really good idea of who these characters are and what their objectives are, for the most part, it really helps with the rest of the show in general, because it's just fun to watch them interact in general. Instead of just trying to make you laugh all the time, it takes its time to set up, even if the viewer might be a little bit bored because of that. It takes its time to develop the characters and set up the jokes so that we can really feel it and laugh a lot when the jokes do hit.
It's coming.
What?
It's coming.
What do you mean? And I think that's what makes this show so successful. And even though Satania is like an evil character, supposedly, it is trying to be evil, we know in the end she really isn't a bad person. We know she sucks at her job, so we never feel like the actual evil. It's just fun to watch her fail, and it's great. And we kind of feel bad for her, but it's hilarious, so it's fun. And it's the same goes for all the other characters. I mean, Gabriel's lazy as hell, but we still love her. She's still a great, lovable character. It's just, all these characters are very lovable, and that's definitely the biggest reason why I think it's so enjoyable. Thank you for listening to my little spiel on comedy. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think, of course. I'm gonna be doing a review of this season. I know I promised one for last season, but I'm actually gonna do it this season because I really want to, and there's a lot of stuff I need to talk about. So be looking forward for that. Of course, I'm also gonna be doing my first viewing of the next season, the spring season, after like the first 2 weeks that everything airs. I'm gonna watch the first couple of episodes of every show. I'll let you guys know what I think and what I think you should be watching, because my opinion is what matters in this channel. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys later. SanChan out. Are you ready for my first ever anime review? Neither am I. Good to